So in this particular lecture, we are going to talk about quaternion groups. Okay. So what is the basic definition of a quaternion group? So the quaternion group is the smallest subset of the quaternions containing I, J and K and closed under multiplication. Clear? So the binary operation of a quaternion group is multiplication. This group is basically actually written like Q8. Okay. Because the order of this particular group is 8. Okay. This is one example of how a quaternion groups looks like. This is Q4 example. It has 4 elements. Okay, it has 4 elements: -1, I, J and K. Okay, so we are going to talk about this group Q8. Sorry, Q8. So Q8 group under multiplication is a subgroup of general linear group which has its elements under complex plane or complex numbers as its elements, and it is a contains 2 by 2 non basically 2 by 2 invertible matrices whose determinant is not 0. Clear? Okay, they are generated by the matrix, or rather you can say that their determinant is actually 1. Rather, this is better to say. Clear? General linear group actually has its determinant 1, or rather I should say it is this subgroup has the determinant of each of these matrices as 1. Clear? So see, the elements of the matrices are given as this matrix. Element of this group Q8 is given as this matrix: 1 0 0 1, I 0 0 minus I 0 1 minus 1 0 and 0 I 0. Okay, in BSc first year mathematics you are given the matrix representation of Q8 itself. So these are the matrix representations, and the elements of Q8 are plus minus 1, plus minus I, plus minus J and plus minus K. So you are having 8 elements in this particular group. Achha, what are the properties of the group? So the properties of the elements are given as I square equals to J square is equals to K square equals to -1. Next you have I times J, which is equals to minus J times I, which is equals to K. Jk equals to minus Kj equals to I. Ki equals to minus Ik equals to J. Okay, these are the properties. 1 is the identity of Q8 and -1 is the kernel of Q8. Kernel of Q8 in the sense that -1 basically commutes with every element of Q8. Okay, -1 commutes with every element of Q8. Okay, further we have any 2 of I, J and K generates the entire group. Okay, I have done a mistake here. It is not kernel of Q8, it is the center of Q8. I'm very sorry, it is the center of Q8, commutes with every element. Clear? It is the center of Q8, sorry. So any 2 of I, J and K generates the entire group in this following way, that you have a to the power 4 equals to 1, a square equals to b square, and b inverse ab is equals to a inverse. Clear? This a and b if considered 2 elements, or rather 2 generators of Q8. Okay, a and b are 2 generators of Q8, and these 2 generators can be any element amongst any 2 elements amongst I, J and K. Got it? Thus Q8 is a Hamiltonian group. What is a Hamiltonian group? So Hamiltonian group is basically a non-abelian group, all whose subgroups are normal. What is a normal subgroup? That basically G inverse belongs to the subgroup for G belonging to the group and A belonging to the subgroup. Clear? If G belongs to the group G, where H is a subgroup of G and A belongs to the subgroup H, and if G inverse belongs to H, then you have that H is a normal subgroup of G. Clear? This is also called the conjugate element of A. Let us talk about the properties of Q8. So all the properties of Q8 are all proper subgroups of Q8 are cyclic. What is a proper subgroup? Any subgroup except the identity element and the group itself are called the proper subgroups. Achha, the cyclic group generated by -1 is the breaking point in the poset of cyclic subgroup of Q8. What does that mean? This means that any cyclic subgroup of Q8 either contains the cyclic subgroup -1 or is contained in the cyclic subgroup -1. Clear? Any cyclic, we're talking about cyclic subgroup, not normal subgroups. So any cyclic subgroup of Q8 either has the elements of the cyclic subgroup -1 it, or it is itself contained in the cyclic subgroup -1. Clear? Next we have the cyclic subgroups of I, cyclic subgroups of J, and cyclic subgroups of K. That is, the generators are I, J, and K itself are irredundant. What is irredundant? So no one is contained in the union of the other two. I is not contained in the union of this of the I is not contained in the union of this and this. J is not contained in the union of this and this. Clear? Getting my point? And they determine a covering of Q8. What is the covering of Q8? The covering of Q8 basically, if you have three different subgroups in this manner, then they basically form a covering on Q8. Okay, their union forms Q8, so they form a covering on Q8. Okay. To be very, not partition, don't confuse it with partition, not partition. If it would have been partition, then this set and this set, they should have been mutually disjoint. Some of the characterizations: Q8 is a unique non-abelian P group, all of whose proper subgroups are cyclic. Q8 is a unique non-abelian P group, all whose proper subgroups are cyclic. Next, if Q8 is a finite non-cyclic group with the smallest order, whose poset of cyclic subgroups has a unique breaking point. The second point, and Q8 is the unique non-abelian group that can be covered by any three irredundant proper subgroups. So basically, these three characterizations are somewhat logically related to these three properties. So these three properties are the main properties. So these three properties will actually do your work till BSc, first semester. Rather, you should say first year or first semester, whatever you want to say. So this was all about the all you needed for the to understand the quaternion group Q8. This is all for today, guys. We will be meeting in the next lecture.